Hello everyone, welcome to the current affairs session of 5th May 2020. So let's start our class. This is the content of our class. First, I will discuss about national news, then we will go to banking and finance, then I will go to economy and business, then I will discuss science and technology, then I will discuss obituaries, then I will go to books and authors, and then I will discuss some summaries of the class. So let us start our news with a national news, that is Ideathon. This news is coming from the Ministry of Jal Shakti. As we all know, due to COVID-19 pandemic, our river Ganga is healing. A huge amount of population lives in the northern part of India, and in this COVID-19, the river Ganga is healing itself and is getting cleaned and is fit for as bathing as well as drinking also. So the Department of National Mission for Clean Ganga and National Institute of Urban Affairs have come together to organize a webinar, that is Ideathon. The theme is Future of River Management. National Mission for Clean Ganga was established in 2011 as a registered society under the Ministry of Jal Shakti only, and this National Institute of Urban Affairs is an institute of research wing. It is a part of Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, and both have come up with an idea to form Ideathon. The main thinking is they are creating a framework called river management, that how to manage our rivers after the lockdown opens, and in urban river management plan. Okay, so this was the news. Keep the theme in your mind, that is the future of river management. Let us go to our next news. The next news coming is India ranked third among countries in scientific publication in 2018. As we all know, India has increased its expenditure on research and development wing, especially in IITs. The news is coming from National Science and Technology Management and Information System, that is NSTMIS. As you can see here, India has ranked third. So who is ranked first? First is USA. Second is China, and third is India. Okay, so India is mainly concerned with those people who are doing PhD and also awarded in science and engineering. So this was also some particular news that India spent 0.7% of GDP on research and development. So this is also an important point to note here, and just keep in mind the ranking only. It is enough for this news. Let us go to next news. This is coming from banking sector. Reserve Bank of India cancelled license of Mumbai based CKP Cooperative Bank, which is 105 years old. The reason was it was not able to maintain the required capital adequacy ratio of 9%, and it become bankrupt, not able to maintain its cash reserve ratio also, and it was not able to pay its debtors. So it has become bankrupt and its license has been cancelled by RBI. To keep the name of the bank in mind, that is CKP Cooperative Bank. The next news coming is from economy and business. The news is the core objective of this partnership is to promote innovation. To whose partnership it is coming? The news is IIT Hyderabad has partnered with Hong Kong. The partnership is being done keeping in mind about the core objective, that is to promote innovation, research and development. Also, this partnership is all about India and Japan. Okay, and this partnership will bring India Japan strong collaboration, which will help in future to create some global research institutions. So keep in mind about a MOU between IIT Hyderabad is situated in Telangana. Keep in mind. Okay, let us see our next news. The next news coming from science and technology. The news is Russia to launch its satellite Atika M. Okay, this is the satellite image. This is to be launched by December 9 from Kazakhstan. Okay, so why this satellite is in news and why what it will help? The first point is Arctic climate monitoring. It will help to monitor the Arctic climate. Okay. The second main point, it is being launched because it will collect meteorological data in the Earth polar region, which will help scientists to better study climate change. It is built to monitor high latitude areas of the Earth, so it will be very beneficial for the Russia in monitoring its weather and meteorological data condition, and also the condition of winter in Russian region. So let us see something about Russia. As the name Russia has came here, so can you remember who is the president of Russia? Yes. Can you remember? The president of Russia is Vladimir Putin. Okay. Vladimir Putin. Who is the prime minister of Russia? The prime minister of Russia is PM is Andriy Balasov. Balasov. Okay. What is the capital of Russia? Capital is Moscow. Okay. Keep in mind that the capital of Russia is Moscow. The president of Russia is Vladimir Putin and prime minister is Andriy Balasov. Okay. So keep linking the things. It will be very easier. Let us go to our next news. The next news coming is National Institute of Animal Biotechnology has developed a fantastic instrument. Let us discuss this news. The name of this instrument is eCovSense. So you will be thinking that what is it? So it is a instrument. It is used to detect the COVID-19 coronavirus. It can detect with the fastest speed of 30 seconds only. Okay, and just by using samples of saliva. So some 20 microliters of saliva is required, and with this amount only it can detect that the patient has coronavirus symptoms or not. Okay, so keep the name in mind, that is eCovSense. Keep the institute in name in mind, who has developed National Institute of Animal Biotechnology. So National Institute of Animal Biotechnology headquarters is in Hyderabad. Okay, keep this in mind. And director is Dr. Subir Majumdar. Subir Majumdar. Okay, so keep this in mind. Okay, let us go to our next news. The next news coming from an app. This is a app whom we use in our daily life. This is BharatPe app. The app has introduced two features. As we all know that in COVID-19 pandemic we are keeping precaution not to touch anything, especially taking mobile phones also. We are being prohibited to like clean. Let's always clean our hands. So this company BharatPe has brought some features in this app. This app is for managing and giving bills, electric bills and TV bills, mobile recharge bills. So this BharatPe app has launched a voice detection in which you can just set that voice, and with that voice it will work. Keeping in mind that the people should touch their phone less as possible they can. The first application, first thing they have launched in this is Paisa Bolega. What is this? Means we have to say something and then it will respond by a QR, quick response mechanism. And the other, they have launched BharatPe Balance. In that it gives some information about the total amount of deposit, loan or daily collection through a quick response mechanism. Means it will detect our voice and we can set our voice in that. So BharatPe has launched this thing. So this app is important because it is related to COVID-19 and it is also creating awareness to not to touch the mobile phones. This first such app has been launched. Okay, so keep this in mind. The second news is about Arogya Setu app. As we all know about Arogya Setu app, so this Arogya Setu app now has partnered with a public-private partnership, that is PPP, public-private partnership. The partnership firms are Tata Group and Tech Mahindra and Swasth. They have come forward because it is also creating very much support to the people, especially to those who are facing many health ailments but they are not able to go to hospitals. From this application they can directly talk with the doctor through voice chat, through video calling. Who are those supporters? The supporters are especially Tata and Mahindras. What Tata Group has done, they are, as if you don't know, I want to say Tata has a group of hospitals also. In that they have a huge team of doctors. What they will do is, from this app you can directly contact with those doctors and tell about your symptoms, and they can help you directly and also help you to collect samples also by sending someone at your homes. So this app has come with a name Arogya Setu Mitra, means a word MITR has been added to this app. Okay, so it has a facility of more than 100 doctors which can assist you 24 hours anytime. So keep this in mind, and keep this also in mind that Arogya Setu app was released by central government to fight the COVID-19 pandemic, and now it is coming with the name Arogya Setu Mitra. So both the app are different. Okay, so keep this in mind. Let us see our next news. This is the obituary news. The news is about Padma Shri awardee Nisar Ahmed. Why I have included this? Because Nisar Ahmed is a poet and he is a very popular poet. He has got Padma Shri award in 2008. Okay, so keep this in mind. Nisar Ahmed, the poet, has died. This is a Kannada writer also. Okay, so keep the name in mind. Nisar Ahmed is related to, they will ask in the examination, is related to a poet, a writer, or both. You can mark from there. So the news is coming from Karnataka. So let us discuss something about Karnataka. So can you say me what is the name of the Chief Minister of Karnataka? Can you remember? Okay, let me say. The Chief Minister of Karnataka is B.S. Yedurappa. And who is the Governor of Karnataka? Anyone? The Governor is Vajubai Rudabai Wala. Rudabai Wala. Okay, the Governor is this only. Okay, so keep linking the facts. It is very easy to remember. Let us see our next obituary. The next news is former Chief Justice Ajay Kumar Tripathi ji has passed away. He was suffering from COVID-19 pandemic. It was a very shocking news for the judiciary to lost him, because he was a member of Lokpal and a former Chief Justice of Chhattisgarh High Court. Very important name, very important, Ajay Kumar Tripathi ji. Let us see our next current affairs. This is the books and author section. In this, our Union Minister for Health and Family Welfare and Earth Sciences, we know him, Dr. Harshvardhan, has launched a book named as COVID Katha, a multimedia guide for mass awareness. Okay, so keep the name in mind and keep the writer also in mind. So let us discuss about some important days. The first important day is World Press Freedom Day. The World Press Freedom Day is celebrated on 3rd of May by United Nations General Assembly with recommendation of UNESCO. So the question will be, what is the theme of World Press Freedom Day? This is celebrated on 3rd of May. So let me tell you the theme of World Press Freedom Day is, the theme is journalism without fear of favor. Without fear of favor. Okay, so keep the name in mind. The theme, journalism without fear of favor. Okay, let us see our next day. The next is World Laughter Day. So World Laughter Day is celebrated on 3rd of May. Okay, it is important. Who is the founder is Madanlal Kataria. Keep the name in mind. the founder of Worldwide Laughter Yoga Movement, Madanlal Kataria, is celebrated every first of Sunday of May. So this year, in this month, first Sunday was the 3rd, so it is celebrated on 3rd of May. Okay, so you can read the instructions below. Let us see our next day. The next day is International Firefighters Day. So it is for all the person who has sacrificed their life in saving persons in industries, in forest fires, in accidents. We salute them all. Actually, it originated, it is especially from Australia, because some in 1998 some 5 firefighters have died saving peoples. So from that day onward, International Firefighters Day was introduced. This Firefighters Day is celebrated in Safety Department of Engineering. Safety Department of Engineering, okay, who has this firefighters. So let us conclude our class by the summary. The first news we have discussed is World Press Freedom Day. This is, I have discussed last, but it is coming in the first. Okay, World Press Freedom Day is on 3rd of May. Okay, so and the theme is journalism without fear of favor. So remember in mind. World Laughter Day is on 3rd of May, and International Firefighters Day on May of 4th. NMGC, that is National Mission of Clean Ganga, and NIUA, that is National Institute of Urban Affairs, both have formed a webinar, that is on Ideathon. India ranked 3rd among scientific publication. Reserve Bank cancels 105-year CKP old back license. Other news was IIT Hyderabad to collaborate with Hong Kong fund to create venture ecosystem. Then other news was, I have discussed that Russia is about to launch first satellite Arctica M to monitor Arctic climate and environment. Okay, keep this in mind. The other news was NIUB develops portable coronavirus kit, that is EcoSense, which can detect coronavirus in 30 seconds only. NIAB, that is National Institute of Animal Biotechnology. Then Bharat Pay has launched 2 features in the Bharat Pay app. Then Arogya Soti Mitra launched in private-public partnership. This MITR word was introduced just. Veteran poet Shri K.S. Nisar Ahmed passed at age of 84. Padma Shri awardee of 2008. Remember, Judicial Member Lokpal of India Justice Ajay Kumar Tripathi also passed away due to COVID-19. And at the last I have discussed about this launch of the book COVID Katha by Dr. Harshvardhan. So this was the end of the class. Thank you very much for seeing my class. I have compiled the current affairs from 30th April to 5th of May 2020. It has 40 multiple choice question. Watch that lecture also. I will give the link below. Keep learning. Thank you very much.